Welcome to our legislators. We are ready to sign some bills here today. Tell me when.
If you need more slack, just pull that one and it'll come out. There you go.
Oh, thanks. Good. Are we ready? Hi, everybody. We have some great bills to sign today. The first bill is about hearing aid providers. I want to thank Representative Buckner and Representative Joaquez Lewis and Senator Danielson for their work to make improvements to how we can deliver hearing aids to people. People of all ages rely on hearing aids to participate in society and keep themselves safe, and that's extremely important. So I want to thank the sponsors, and we'll turn it over to Representative Buckner.
Thank you, Governor. Such an honor to be here today. Thank you for doing this bill signing virtually so we can all be safer at home. And this bill is really important because, as we know, as a society, you have to have your hearing abilities. And also the fact that this bill is now going to include continuing education is really important. We know that there are determining factors with dementia that are related to hearing. So as we move forward, knowing that we have continuing education to improve the ability of all hearing aid providers to service everyone, the better off we will be. So I'm a proud sponsor of this bill. I want to thank Diane Orff and her group for helping us. And thank you for letting us sign this bill today, Governor.
Thank you. Senator Danielson.
Thank you so much, Governor Polis. Thank you, Representative Buckner. And also all of the folks that worked on the bill. It's a tough process, even for sunset measures. So thank you for your diligent work on behalf of folks who need hearing aids all across the state. The deaf and hard of hearing community is strong and vibrant, but they need our support. And we need common sense moves forward to make sure that we are providing the services that are necessary for those who need some assistance with their hearing. So I also want to thank the governor's team again, and for your signing of the bill today and for your support, and my prime sponsors in the House. Wonderful to work with you. And with that, I will let the advocates who I believe are on the call today, or I guess turn it back over to you, Governor Polis. Thank you so much.
Yes, we do have Randy Hollyfield from the Colorado Hearing Society who's with us, and he would like to say a few words. Randy?
Thank you. My name is Randy Hollyfield, and I'm a nationally board certified hearing instrument specialist licensed here in Colorado, serving as the government affairs chair, and I'm the president-elect for the Colorado Hearing Society, which is the charter chapter in the state for the International Hearing Society. My wife and I are small business owners and own 3 Bell-Tone hearing aid practices in northern Colorado. Colorado Hearing Society is the organization representing consumers and licensed professional hearing aid providers in Colorado. And there's a lot of thanks to everyone that had a role in putting this together. And thank you, Governor Polis, for signing our bill into law today. Hearing's the strongest of the human body senses, giving us a connection to the people around us, the ability not just hear more loudly, but more clearly, and understand the conversations around us is one of the most important connections we can have to our world. The bill that our governor is signing into law today will help protect Colorado's seniors and elderly by requiring licensed professionals in the state to remain current with ever-changing landscape of computerized hearing instruments. And this legislation requires licensed hearing aid professionals to perform some part of the testing for the initial hearing aid fitting in person. I want to thank you, Governor, for signing House Bill 2012-18 and reauthorizing the legislative regulations that will protect Colorado's hearing aid users, purchasers, and the professionals that sell and fit them.
Without further ado, let's make it official. It's officially the law of the state of Colorado. Congratulations. This next bill, and I want to thank Representative Buckner Representative Juarez Lewis and Senator Danielson. This bill also has to do with audiology, and it is how we make sure that our audiologists are qualified, that they're doing a great job. It amended some of the ways that people are disciplined, and it makes sure that we have better accounting and transparency around malpractice. So this is very good, and we're very excited to work with the sponsors and the stakeholders and Department of Regulatory Affairs on this important bill, and we'll turn it over to Representative Buckner.
Thank you, Governor. Again, many of you know that my degree is in speech pathology and audiology. When I graduated from college, the degree state was that you had a Bachelor of Science and then go on to get your master's. Well, in today's age, you have to have a doctorate to be an audiologist. So these are audiologists who have advanced degrees, who are amazing in their fields. And I'm so proud to be a prime sponsor of this bill because of my past experience as a speech pathologist and audiologist. Because of their scope of practice, having a doctorate is crucial. They have to pass a national exam, and they have to have clinical experience. So they are definitely at the top of their game as providers. And I am so proud to be a co-prime sponsor of this bill. And I like the changes that we made because the continuing education in this piece is also very, very important. So once again, Governor, thank you for passing this important bill. And I would like to thank Dan Jablin for his assistance with the audiologists in getting this bill to where it is today.
Thank you, Representative Buckner. Senator Danielson.
Thank you so much, Governor Polis, and thank you, Representative Buckner, for partnering with me on this bill, and to Representative Juarez Lewis, although she's not on the call, such a valuable member of the team and moving this measure forward. And thanks, Governor Polis, for your support of the measure, for signing the bill, like Representative Buckner said, virtually, and allowing those across the state to watch to participate. I won't say much more. It's an important measure for all the reasons the governor gave to protecting this important profession to serve the people who need it. And I'm proud to have sponsored the measure and was grateful to work with Representative Buckner and Dora and the rest of the team to get this done. So thanks again to everyone involved.
Thank you. With that, let's make it official. It's officially the law of the state of Colorado. Congratulations. I want to thank for this next bill Representative Titone, Representative Young, Senator Danielson, and Senator Janal. This bill makes sure that we don't have discretionary clauses in insurance policies. That means a clause that lets the insurer decide whether it applies to long-term care or group insurance. Many other states have taken this pro-consumer step, which we are now going to do. In fact, there's been efforts for many years to do this. Our own Lieutenant Governor Diane Primavera worked on this when she was in the legislature. And since we passed her bill, insurance companies have attempted to claim that since the Colorado law didn't pass until 2008, somehow that policies that were pre-existing wouldn't be subject to this. This cleans up the language and intent to make sure that it applies to everybody in Colorado, regardless of when they wrote their insurance policy. And I want to thank Senator Danielson, Senator Janal, Representative Titone, and Representative Young for this important bipartisan effort to protect consumers in Colorado and make healthcare more affordable. Senator Danielson.
Thank you again, Governor Polis. This measure was brought to me about a year ago, I think, by a consumer who had a terrible experience and was denied coverage for pre-existing condition, and basically just illustrates how disabilities are used as a reason to discriminate against. Unthinkable thing in this day and age, but it still happened. So I worked with him and his lawyer to figure out how could we close the loophole that kept him from getting the coverage that he should have had. So like I said, this was very consumer driven, And I am so very, very grateful to Ellis, Mike Ellis, who brought this to me and who came and testified so eloquently in committee, and Sean McDermott, who accompanied him to illustrate the need for this bill. Without them, we couldn't have made this possible. And I think that whether or not it will help Mr. Ellis, he was willing to put all of this effort forward with me and the other sponsors to make sure that it helped other people in the future. So we closed some loopholes that allowed insurance companies to deny coverage to people with disabilities. And like Governor Polis said, this is something that will help people make healthcare more affordable to people across the state. So again, thank you so much to Mike and Sean for assisting with this. And thank you very, very much for my wonderful partners, Joanne Janal, and my House sponsors who are here and can speak to you. You did a wonderful job carrying it through the House, and I certainly appreciate that.
Thank you, Representative Tatone.
Yeah, thank you, Governor. And thank you, Senator Danielson, for allowing us to carry this bill for you in the House. Whenever we can give people cheaper, more affordable health care and more access to health care, that's something that I know Governor Polis's administration has been working really hard on. When we can do something legislatively to make that happen, it's definitely a win for the consumers, and really glad to be on this bill today to get this across. So thank you very much for signing this bill today.
Representative Young, it was great joining you the other day in Greeley, and we'd love to thank you for also helping to shepherd this bill across the finish line.
Governor, it was good seeing you there. I want to thank my team members. I was happy to be co-sponsor with Representative Tatone in the House, and as we've spoken, this is a very important consumer protection bill, especially when we're considering the rights of the disabled. And I'm happy that it survived after we returned after the pandemic, which is a testament to how important it is. Thank you all.
Without further ado, let's make it official. It's officially the law of Colorado. Congratulations. This final bill, Representative Mullica, Representative Larson, Senator Bridges, and Senator Priola. Very important bipartisan bill that'll help prevent underage nicotine dependency and all that entails in terms of the negative health impact of nicotine by making sure that places that sell cigarettes are not right next to schools, and really making sure we have better protection around the age requirement, which is, I think, already the case, but it just aligns it with federal law. So with that, we'll turn it over to Representative Mullica.
I also want to thank the sponsors, Representative Larson, Senator Bridges, and Senator Priola, for the work that they put in, specifically on the Senate side that we addressed this when we came back the last 3 weeks that we were in session. Because she really did take this as a priority. She made this House bill #1 this year, and for her leadership that she's shown on this issue. I also want to take this opportunity to thank some of the stakeholders, specifically Healthier Colorado, for being such a champion on this issue. Make no mistake that this country is in the midst of an epidemic of nicotine use in our youth, and Colorado is at the top of that list. House Bill 1001 was about one thing and one thing only, and that was to keep these products out of our kids' hands. I'm proud of the work that we were able to accomplish in increasing the purchase age to 21, creating accountability through a statewide licensure, and eliminating the online sales of these vaping products. This is a big step forward for Colorado, and I'm proud to be a part of it. So thank you for everyone who's put in the work, and this is going to do big things to make sure that we're keeping these products out of our kids' hands.
Thank you. With let's make it official, shall we, and make this the law of Colorado. It's official. Congratulations to everybody. for all of your great work on these important bills, and thank you for working hard in a bipartisan way to make Colorado an even greater place to live and work.